friends. I just came back from holiday last week. It was Golden Week in Japan, so I got to go to Okinawa, and it was really fun. And I got to think about what I would want to bring back for my coworkers from Okinawa as an omiyage, or Japanese. Doesn't have to be Japanese, but a gift. It's a Japanese gifting culture called omiyage. And I thought I'd share some of my rules of thumb, my discoveries regarding this culture in Japan, and rules of thumb that I follow. Uh, so, especially in the office, I guess it depends on the work culture and also depends on the environment. You could be in a really large office with lots of people or a really small office and be in a really small group. But depending on your relationship and how you interact with people, I think it's safe to say that if you're in a smaller group, 5 to 10 people, that's all you need to focus on when bringing back an omiyage, if you do choose to bring something back. Um, and I usually spend around like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 yen on snacks, individually wrapped snacks that I could just hand out to people close by. Um, Especially with COVID, I think it's better to have it individually wrapped, but uh, yeah, it's also easier to hand out that way. And so that's kind of what I usually look for when bringing back omiyage in Japan. And also the timing, because when do I bring it back? And for me, the way I think about it is that number one, if I go somewhere further away, so if I'm in Tokyo right now, but if I go somewhere to a different prefecture or something, uh, and I talk about it in the office, I will bring back something that may be unique to that prefecture, a snack or food. Um, Also, I will usually bring back omiyage if I take personal time off during a work week as kind of a thank you to my peers for covering for me while I'm away. Uh, and I guess those are the two main reasons that I would bring back omiyage. Uh, Usually, it's not expected. Of course, it's voluntary. But depending on the work environment, there may be situations where you may feel a little bit more pressure on bringing back omiyage because everyone else does too. Just because everyone else does doesn't mean you have to, but you could sometimes feel this weird obligation, and I would generally say you could ignore it, but another way of looking at it is it's a good way to invest with connecting with people, I think. If you don't want to think of it, if you need a different, you know, angle on this omiyage culture, because it gives you an excuse to talk to people and kind of show an appreciation for your fellow worker. And yeah, so even if I don't go on trips, I'll bring in candy or snacks sometime and share anyway. Uh, but yeah, I think those are my main thoughts or things I do regarding omiyage. I guess another thing, especially in this current situation with COVID, if you're in an office that uh, does a lot of telework, work from home, I feel that at least from what I've spoken with my previous coworkers and friends, there's even less interactions and less omiyage culture uh, because people just don't go to the office anymore, or people aren't in the office at the same time anymore, so it's really difficult to hand out gifts if you did get any in the first place. So in that sense, I think, again, how you proceed depends on the work culture and the environment. But for me, in my smaller office, where I go to office every day, uh, that's what I do. I think I've said enough regarding this topic for now, so thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys up again another time. Ciao.